Here's Varane, who was at fault for the 2 goals. Poor defending from him to let Morales get in behind him, and then it was his handball which gifted Levante the who was a real thorn in the Gareth Bale, the first player you throw on.
So he ought to be rested from the muscle fatigue that he was suffering before the international break, so yes.
Onto his left, but had the ball taken away from him. Real Madrid really struggled in the first half. Struggled to keep the ball. Asensio did find the back of the net, but he was offside. To the box and dealt with by the Real Madrid defence. It's over the top for Gareth Bale. There's no doubt in their mind that Gareth Bale could bring them back into this game as it's clipped forward by Isco. Bale tried to take it into his stride. It wasn't easy, and it's gone out for a goal kick. And here's that goal I was talking about, Pete, and you can quite clearly see that as Ramos wins the header, Asensio's in an offside position. Yeah,
and there we see also in one freeze frame the beauty of VAR, something that's almost impossible to see neither from the linesman or the referee, and you can see it quite clearly there. So VAR working against Real Madrid, but working.
It certainly is. And a couple of moments ago we also saw that still image of the handball as well. Quite clearly Varane's handball was inside the box, you could see from that angle. Let's go into Modric. Now it's Marcelo. Two very attacking fullbacks now for Real Madrid, with Vázquez on one side and Marcelo, who was basically a winger in the first half, on the left.
Yeah, it's almost they've almost gone like for like with Levante, really. I think now there'll be Casemiro sat between Varane and Ramos, and Lucas Vázquez and Marcelo will almost play as wing backs. Lucas Vázquez will be told to get down the outside as often as possible, with Bale trying to angle infield, which is what he likes to do.
Ball switched over to this near side. The cross coming in from Asensio. This cleared by Jason. Asensio once more tried to clip it forward into Marcelo. Claims of a handball from the Real Madrid players, waved away by the referee. The flick down the line was from Ruben Rochina, couldn't find a teammate. The ball back with Real Madrid. Lucas Vázquez. Isco through into Modric. I think Oyer may have just got a glove on that. Well, he certainly did. The corner taken short by Real Madrid. Asensio's ball in, picked up by Morales, given away though by the Levante captain. It's back with Madrid. Marcelo Marcelo's ball into the box. Sergio Ramos was diving for the header. Well, it was Gareth Bale, actually, beg your pardon, and the ball was hooked away by the Levante defence. Morales' flick comes off Casemiro, but it's a Real Madrid throw. Modric into Mariano, back to Luka Modric. It's calm defending by Levante as they play their way out from the back. Ruben Rochina does so well to keep hold of possession there. Now it's Roger Marti. He's got teammates ahead of them. One of them's Jason. Jason's ball into the box is a good one. It's Morales at the back post. The ball almost fell for Bardi. It's turned over though by Isco. Gareth Bale out wide into Mariano. Back into the Welshman. His pass, a poor one. It's brought forward by Bardi. Here's Tonio. Being chased by Lucas Vázquez. Not the greatest first touch by Isco. He's been out for a while and he doesn't look match fit, does he, Pete? As Asensio brings it forward now. Well, he's pulled back quite clearly. It's a free kick for Real Madrid, and that should be a yellow card right on the edge of the Levante area. It's Eric Cabacco with the challenge, and it's a silly one, really. No question that that wasn't going to be a free kick, and no question that it wasn't going to be a yellow card.
No, absolutely correct decision. As you say, Isco's been out for a while. 24 days since that individual. So many of them are either not physically 100. Varane after that.
Or mentally at the moment, but they do have a free kick right on the edge of the box, and it's Isco standing over it. I remember a few Cristiano Ronaldo free kicks from this kind of range, but it's certainly Isco who's going to take this one. Will he go for goal? And he plays it into the box, and it's headed away for a corner.
We wouldn't have needed to ask that question, would we, had Ronaldo been there, because he would have gone for goal.
The corner taken by Modric in towards the near post. Hooked away by Robert Pierre. It's Ruben Rochina, plays the ball over the top, looking for the run of Jose Morales. Morales, wow, with a good first touch. He could have been through one-on-one with the goalkeeper there. The challenge comes from Isco. It's a free kick. Well, it's the corner.
Isco, of all people, the one chasing Morales down. Not really a fair race between the two, and it was slightly agricultural, the challenge from Isco.
It was a lunge, wasn't it? I think it's a handball as well. Pretty sure that it's a handball from Isco. The free kick certainly been given. And a sign of the chaos out there, really, for Real Madrid, that he's the one tracking back and having to make the last-ditch challenge. Chaotic is a good adjective to describe this game so far, as that.
Well, the 55 minutes are up, Duncan, so
it's a record.
It's the record, isn't it? The record that nobody wanted.
And it goes to Julen Lopetegui's Real Madrid. The longest barren run in the club's history without finding the back of the net.
Well, the debates will go on about the handball, because I'm sure there'll be images that show him with the hand outside of the area, and
it's very difficult, isn't it, to get the angle just right, but the VAR team surely must have been certain. Any And here is the former Blackburn Rovers man again. Plays it out wide into Jason. Comes off Casemiro and it's out for a throw-in. Rochina, lovely turn. It's a good ball as well into Roger Marti. Space for a shot. Well, Morales can't believe that his strike partner didn't play the ball into him. Rochina was frustrated on the other side as well. And it was good defending this time from Rafael Varane.
I think he had to pull the trigger there.
And it's off Rochina and out for a Real Madrid throw. So it's official, Pete.
Yeah, the record
in history.
7 hours, 45 minutes without goal. And 1985, the last time they've gone on such a run, but they've now gone past that particular milestone.
Here's Isco. Lovely turn from Isco back onto his left foot. He's dispossessed though. Once again, the pressure excellent from Levante. Isco surrounded by Levante shirts on the edge of the box as Roger Marti kicks the ball away to Sergio Ramos's frustration. He then wasn't a full 10 yards away. For some reason, he wasn't penalised. I'm not really sure why.
Good to see Paco Lopez keeping, I'm sure he will keep both Roger and Morales on the pitch, or at least stay with the front two, because all the time there's two forward for Levante, it gives Real Madrid a problem, limits the amount of runs that Ramos can make forward.
You think into Ruben Rochina, and it's a real up and under from him. Got underneath it and sent it over the top of Courtois' crossbar. Bit of a sandwich into the stands. As Real Madrid are going to make a doesn't look match fit almost from the first minute. Who's
confidence. And as you say, Isco looked very much off the pace pretty much in the first minute of the game.
And Pete, you've been asking for one of these Real Madrid players to really step up and take this game by the scruff of the neck, which no one's done to this point. Now Gareth Bale's on the field of play, so too is Karim Benzema. Luka Modric and Casemiro as well, of course. Marcelo too. Someone's got to, haven't they?
Well, Ceballos will get hold of it, won't he? And he'll go forward with it, which is what's needed. And they now have a focal point as well with Benzema, but they still look a mess. They still look chaotic out there.
Rouget turns into trouble, but it's a free kick that's gone the other way to Real Madrid, taken quickly. It's Dani Ceballos, who, if there's one Real Madrid player who has looked confident in the last few weeks, is Dani Ceballos. He's certainly one of those midfielders who looks like he always wants to be on the ball.
Absolutely, and one of the few players who went away on the international break and did well. So,
and here he is now, chance to shoot. Dani Ceballos pulls the trigger, and it's charged down by Jose Campaña. Here he is again, Dani Ceballos. Luka Modric into Gareth Bale, who turns and shoots, and it's a good save from Oyer, but that's much better from Real Madrid, much better from Gareth Bale as well. It's just about the first thing of note he's done since coming on.
Yeah, just played onside, and well, you've seen him do that so many times, coming in onto his left foot.
Good awareness from Bale to keep possession of the ball for Real Madrid, and it's Karim Benzema who could have a chance here. Benzema's shot's a tame one, and it's straight down the throat of Oyer. He had the whole goal to aim for there, Karim Benzema, but it seemed like a really tame left-footed effort.
Yeah, Marcelo not happy that he maybe didn't try and squeeze the ball inside to him, but they just look as if they're snatching at opportunities at the moment, Real Madrid.
And you want the composure to come from the likes of Karim Benzema and Gareth Bale, but when they're in this goal-scoring drought, not just the attackers but the whole team, it's difficult to be composed in front of goal. Jason brings it forward, but the whistle's gone. We thought for a second he was away there, Jason. Dani Ceballos. Karim Benzema on this left-hand side. Gets his cross into the box, looking for Mariano. It's going to be interesting to see Karim Benzema and Mariano on the pitch together and see who's going to take that number 9 role. At the moment, it's Karim Benzema who's pulling out to this left-hand side.
Yeah, they're playing with the front three, but it's Benzema coming deepest of the three. Mariano and Bale, the other two. And I think Levante are going to make their first change as well.
It's Ducouré who's waiting to come on. Mariano into Dani Ceballos. Now it's Varane. Vasquez into Luka Modric. Here's Dani Ceballos. They pull the trigger again instead. Wins a free kick. To ground a little bit easily, but there was contact. But you've also quite fancies this one too, I'm sure. I feel like probably if Ramos wants it, Ramos will have it. But it is Gareth Bale. It's a great strike and an excellent save from Oyer.
Well, the afternoon just gets better and better for Oyer. Great save with his foot in the first half from Vasquez, and that was every bit as important.
It's a corner for Real Madrid. Marcelo standing over it. They're certainly turning the screw at the moment, Real Madrid, as the ball's played into the box. Once again, it's Mariano who's leaping and flying through the air on this occasion. Doesn't make contact with the ball, but he's been a willing runner time and time again, and Marcelo goes down. The referee says there's absolutely nothing wrong with that challenge, but I think it will be a corner.
Yep, and they did come close to scoring in the first half from set pieces, so
not from that one though, Pete. It's a real waste from Real Madrid, and I don't know about you, but I don't think there's anything wrong with that challenge. It's the centre-back Eric Cavaco, who's already on a yellow card, who just goes shoulder to shoulder with Marcelo, and here's that save from Oye.
Lopetegui looking like a man who can see it all slipping away from him. One goal would change everything. You sense it would maybe turn the crowd slightly to get a little bit more behind the team.
But Ducore, sorry Pete, it's Ducore who's come on, and Rochina, who's had a very good game, who's gone off.
But at the moment they don't look like getting that first goal. A mixture of snatching at chances and just not having the luck this afternoon, combining to make it look as if Levante are comfortable even when they're defending.
Cross from Lucas Vázquez, headed it away by Postigo. Now it's Marcelo onto his right foot. Ramos into Casemiro. Dani Ceballos. At the moment, this Levante defence standing strong, holding firm. There's just no way through for Real Madrid. It's Lucas Vázquez who's gone into a more defensive role in this second half, plays it forward into Luka Modric, turns onto his left, still with Luka Modric. Dani Ceballos calling for it on the edge of the box. Instead it's Vázquez, and now Modric again, his cross looking for Mariano. Again it's Mariano who leaps, again it's Mariano who wins the ball, but he can't get his header on target.
Well, we don't want to keep playing the same old record over and over again, but again, Ronaldo coming in at the back post there, leaping. Where does the ball probably end up? That's what they're missing this season, that reliability. He gets up well, Mariano, but can't guide it past Del Oyer.
It's a brave save as well from Oyer from that Gareth Bale free kick, as the Levante goalkeeper goes crashing into the posts after making it. Possession turned over here by Bardi. Good step over as well to get away from the Real Madrid midfield, but he has caught possession in the end, and it's Real Madrid on the attack. Karim Benzema with Marcelo outside him. Marcelo's cross, looking for Gareth Bale. Well, he didn't get hold of that one.
No, he tried to keep it down, didn't he? And in keeping it down, he stabs it into the turf and it flies wide. But he'll be encouraged by the space he had, at least, to do that.
I was going to make the same point. He had plenty of time because he saw that ball coming, he knew where it was going to bounce, and he's trying to encourage the fans here, Gareth Bale. But probably should have done better with that opportunity. Here's Karim Benzema, very much on the left of the front three. Good skill from Benzema, gets his cross in. And wins a corner kick. Just over 20 minutes remaining of normal time as Marcelo delivers this one in towards the near post. Well, they've had 65% possession in this game. Certainly they've had a lot more of the ball in this second half, noticeably so. It's Marcelo. Into Benzema. It's good work from Benzema, and Dani Ceballos is underneath it, but the ball just won't sit down for him. Could tell that he wanted to strike it goalwards, but never got the chance, the former Betis man, and it's frustration for the Real Madrid players as the referee gives a free kick for that foul by Lucas Vázquez on Morales. And it's just a chance for these Levante players to have a bit of a breather.
Yeah, clever from Morales winning that foul from Lucas, and that gives them a breather from what has been a period of sustained pressure from Real Madrid, the best we've seen from them so far in the game.
No coincidence, I suppose, that it's coincided with the old guard coming back onto the field of play. Once again, Karim Benzema and Gareth Bale. Dani Ceballos has also helped to give Real Madrid a little bit more possession. It's Ceballos who wins it here and plays it out wide to Lucas Vázquez. Another chance for Vázquez to get his cross in. Gareth Bale flicks the ball on intelligently. It's Karim Benzema. No one's going for goal at the moment. Marcelo strikes it, and Marcelo scores. Well, it was good build-up from Real Madrid. They've improved in this second half, and you could say that that goal was coming.
Well, at first it looked as if Benzema's pass was poor, because it certainly wasn't to Marcelo, but actually slightly being to the right of him, it enabled him just to wrap his foot around it. And fantastic finish from him. He's shown the right attitude in this second half, taken the game to Levante, and let's just see how now this changes the game. And the atmosphere in the stadium as well, because behind that goal there, they've stayed with the team, but the other three sides, not so. So let's see if the whole stadium now get behind the team and they can find the equaliser.
Well, you mentioned earlier, Pete, how Gareth Bale had a bit more space for that shot a couple of minutes ago. On that occasion, Marcelo had plenty of space inside the area. That will be encouraging for Real Madrid, and he absolutely leathered that one, didn't he? Didn't go for positioning whatsoever, just got that right boot through it and sent it into the roof of the net. A wonderful finish from Marcelo as Karim Benzema plays this one over the top looking for Gareth Bale. Can't find him, it's a goal kick, but the temperature's risen inside the stadium.
Yep, and finally the goal as well. That ends the drought. Marcelo, you wouldn't have maybe had him top of the list to be the one to bring it to an end, but they would take it. Lopetegui will take it from anyone, won't he, at this point?
Yeah, he'd have taken an own goal, I'm sure. Varane chests it down. Poor communication between him and Lucas Vázquez. Not used to playing in defence together, of course. Vázquez drafted in as a right back for this second half after replacing Álvaro Odriozola. Marcelo with the ball down the line. Karim Benzema with a clever run in behind. Still with Karim Benzema. Lovely skill from the Frenchman. Still Benzema. Just couldn't get either a shot or a cross away, and in the end it's a foul by the Frenchman. Intelligent defending from Cabaco, but it was excellent skill initially from Karim Benzema.
Well, it'll be interesting to see now how Levante react. They can't really, I don't think they can defend any deeper. There's the possibility that they could take off one of the front two. That will certainly be a tactic for the last 15 minutes, going down with cramp and just trying to eat up as much time as possible and trying to frustrate both the players and the supporters.
Well, the Real Madrid fans shouting off, off, off. They want the Levante defender Cabaco to be taken off the field of play in order to receive treatment. Dani Ceballos suggesting exactly the same. And this was the goal, as you say. It wasn't the best pass from Karim Benzema. That was corrected by Marcelo with a brilliant first touch and an even better finish. Well, Dani Ceballos just suggesting to Postiga that he could move maybe 1.5 meters to his left and be off the field of play so that play could continue, but
yeah, maybe a more experienced referee would have just told him to get off the pitch sooner. It's his first time refereeing Real Madrid. He's actually born in Madrid, this referee, but Levante will not have great memories actually of this match official, because he took charge of their 6-2 defeat against Sevilla about a month ago. It's going better for them so far this afternoon, but I'm sure in terms of wasting time, going down with cramp, just trying to eat up these last few minutes. A couple more tactical substitutions to be made, and to see if they can't take this spring out of Real Madrid's step.
That 6-2 win was one of the results that really set Sevilla on their way this season, wasn't it? What a campaign they're having so far. It's still early days, but...
Yeah, it was an extraordinary game because Levante could have scored 4 or 5 as well. And as you say, Sevilla going great guns so far this season.
Benzema looking to return the ball to Dani Ceballos, who does win it back in the end, and this could be a chance for Real Madrid. Benzema! Oh, it's off the post! It's the third time that Real Madrid have hit the woodwork in this game so far. It's Modric with a shot that's well saved. What a strike from Karim Benzema, and again, so unlucky.
Well, you have to feel for Lopetegui, because we saw this as well in the Champions League defeat when they hit the post. I think they hit the post 4 times in that game, and we've seen it 3 times this afternoon already. And when things are going for you, that just goes on in off the inside of the post. He's not getting the luck so far in this job, Julian Lopetegui.
Superb first touch from Gareth Bale, but he can't hold on to the ball. But it's straight back with Real Madrid. And, well, you and I were talking at half-time, Pete, and we wondered if Real Madrid were going to be able to get back into this game. Suddenly you're feeling that they probably can. It's much better from Real Madrid in this second half as Marcelo puts it forward into Karim Benzema. That attack, though, comes to nothing. One back immediately by Varane and given away immediately. Morales. He's too clever to give the ball away in a hurry. Ruger. Doucouré. Forward into Morales. And it's Bardi who's free on this near side. Morales didn't spot him or couldn't pick him out. And the ball's won back by Lucas Vázquez.
They just stopped providing a threat, haven't they, on the break, Levante, which is good news for Real Madrid. You wonder if they might make another change, and it might be Boateng just to bring some pace on the counter-attack. I think Marcelo is struggling slightly physically.
Well, they can't make another change, Real Madrid. They've already made all 3. Karim Benzema. It was a good run from him once again, getting in behind the defence as Modric's shot comes in from distance, but it was always going wide.
For the moment, the whistles are all about putting pressure on Oyer to take the kicks a little bit more quickly. Quite a predictable change.
It's the change that you indeed did predict, Pete. It's Boateng who's coming on, and as you said he would, replacing one of the 2 Levante strikers. Not surprisingly that striker, Ruger, and not Morales. Morales stays on the field of play. Ruger makes way after scoring the second of Levante's 2. The goal at the moment, as it stands, it's going to hand them victory here at the Santiago Bernabeu. And he's replaced by Boateng.
Yeah, which is a measure, isn't it, of how they've not posed quite the same threat going forward in the second half, Levante, which is understandable when they're going at half-time 2-0 up.
A few minutes.
I'm sure one of the criticisms, if things don't go well this season for Real Madrid, will be, oh, the players have won too much, they don't have the hunger anymore. But this afternoon, the players who have kept Madrid just above water have been the likes of Marcelo and Ramos in the first half, in terms of having chances with that header that hit the crossbar.
Mariano making life difficult for Robert Pierre. Here come Real Madrid through Lucas Vázquez. Does well to win the ball back, and Modric does exactly the same. Good sliding challenge from the former Spurs man. Here's Karim Benzema once again. Benzema's ball in, cut out. Well, he's caused so much danger on this left-hand side, Karim Benzema. Much more than Asensio did while he was on the field of play, that's for sure. So the ball's played over the top to Gareth Bale. Here's Karim Benzema once again. Tried to flick it back into Gareth Bale. They weren't quite on the same wavelength, although Bale's blocked that clearance. Levante just struggling to clear their lines at the moment, but they do now have a throw-in.
Yeah, he's made a big difference, Benzema. No question about that. They still look very disorganised. But I'm sure Lopetegui will be happy with the fact that they are now making chances, and Marcelo as well, making those late runs into the areas, arriving, not being picked up. Have they got long enough, though?
Well, they've only got 8 minutes of normal time. The seconds are ticking away here at the Santiago Bernabeu, and it was a real shame, speaking about Karim Benzema, that shame for him, not Levante, that he didn't manage to find the back of the net with that effort. It was a stunning strike, and for him, that would have been an enormous confidence boost to come off the bench to show his importance to this side, which he's already done with the way he's played, but he'd have certainly confirmed it with a goal.
Yeah, 5 goals in his first 4 games, and then that period of 7 matches without scoring, which you're always going to get from Benzema. He's not suddenly going to become a player who scores every week.
Ball threaded through by Dani Ceballos into the Frenchman. It's a good turn from Benzema, and he's won a free kick here for Real Madrid, right on the edge of the box. And just to add to the point you were making, in his 9 seasons at Real Madrid, he's only scored more than 20 goals in La Liga twice.
Yeah, so the idea that suddenly he was going to be the man to get 30 goals this season, because there wouldn't be someone else in that goal-scoring position, always was going to be a bit far-fetched, and that's the way it's proving so far.
Free kick for Real Madrid, Lucas Vázquez and Marcelo standing over it. It's Marcelo's ball in, oh, it's just behind Varane. Looked for a moment like he had a free header, the Frenchman. The ball delivered back into the box by Dani Ceballos, picked up by Marcelo. Marcelo's ball in, again Varane can't quite get there, again it was just behind him. I think it's going to be kept in by Vázquez, or at least it'll be his throw-in.
Whatever happens in terms of the result here, if they get the equaliser, if they go on to get a winner, the performance hasn't been a good one, and the spotlight's going to stay on the manager, and confidence will be very low going into next week's big game against Barcelona.
At the Camp Nou as well. A big ask for Real Madrid on this run of form. But there is still time to get back into this game, as you say, perhaps even win it, and they have been far better, at least in this second half, but still not up to their usual level by some distance.
Marcelo Benzema bumping into Mariano, and that's a partnership that potentially could work, but obviously the way they line up, or the way they have lined up so far this season with 4-3-3, there's no room for a strike pairing. But if you were to put 2 up front, then those 2 actually they are compatible.
What about if Mariano is to play more the Cristiano Ronaldo role, and then you've got the Mariano through the middle with Benzema on the left-hand side and Bale on the right? Bale plays the ball in, it's headed clear by Postigo, who's been a rock at the heart of that Levante defence this entire game. just about manages to keep this one in, but he was stretching with his right boot and it wasn't the best cross. Clever. Very clever once again by Morales. Knows exactly what he's doing there. Knew he'd get to the ball just ahead of Lucas Vázquez, knew he'd draw the foul, and knew it would be a couple of minutes to potentially waste for Levante.
Yeah, not the first time that Vázquez has done that. Happily accepted by Morales. It's just every pass from Real Madrid just seems to be either a little bit under hit or a little bit over hit, which I suppose is a reflection of just the confidence that's lacking after so many games without getting a win.
Picking up their fourth. The only point they picked up in that time was a 0-0 draw against Atletico Madrid.
And Levante will be only 1 point behind.
Lopetegui's skin here.
Green.
Suggesting
Cat. Purple. Cow. Pink. Dog. Red. Donkey. Yellow. Goat. Farm animals. Buffalo. Cat. Chicken. Con gì đây? Con chó. Con chó. Con gì đây? Con mèo. Con mèo. Con gì đây? Con ngựa. Con ngựa. Con gì đây? Con voi. Con voi. Con gì đây? Con lợn. Con lợn. Con gì đây? Con gà trống. Con gà trống. Con gì đây? Con bò. Con bò. Con gì đây? Con gà mái. Con gà mái. Con gì đây? Con dê.
Get that one?
Con dê.
Oh yeah.
Con gì đây? Hươu cao cổ. Hươu cao cổ. Con gì đây? Đà điểu. Đà điểu. Con gì đây? Chim cánh cụt. Chim cánh cụt.